Alright, hey everyone, so today I'm just going to be installing some new ambient lights for my 440i. So I just got them right here from AliExpress. They did run me about like $3-4 shipped, and these are going to essentially replace the lights that are down there, which are not bright at all, which are like barely illuminated at the moment. So what we're going to need for that is just this and probably some pick tools to keep handy. So I'm just going to get to that. Alright, so on the driver's side, we're just gonna climb under the seat, and you see this light, essentially one way. You kind of have to pry from one angle, and then the whole thing will kind of lever down, and then we need to unplug it and take it out, and then take apart that kind of light switch to replace it with the new module. Alright, so if you kind of see up in this corner where I'm gonna try to point to, there's a little tab, and what we kind of want to do is put this one in that tab and kind of pull down carefully. Alright, so I was trying to be gentle with it, it wasn't working. So this is a kind of firm tab. So I had to kind of put some pressure on it and then press like towards the tab and then kind of pull it down with less force, because you don't want to like break the rest of the mechanism that's holding it in. Once we get it out, there's a cable attached to that, and we can unplug it and remove the light. Alright, so these were kind of weird. If you kind of see, like, I didn't understand how to kind of take these apart. These are the Footwell LEDs removed from the wire and the rest of the car. But anyways, I thought I would have to use these, but no. You have to get a kind of slim pry tool, like what I was talking about, like one of these. Start in this corner and kind of make your way around the edges, and they'll kind of pop apart. Alright, so once I did that and I kind of slowly worked my way around the edges, so there's like 4 tabs. I guess that's what these 4 correspond to. I wasn't sure how to get them out, but now I figured it out. So this just comes out. This is the old LED module, which just fell out. And what we're going to do is just throw a new one in. Alright, just to quickly inspect it, this is the new one, and this is the old one. And there's quite a lot more going on the new one. Kind of see that. So what we're gonna do is kind of put this in the same fashion. So the pins were on that side, so it should just slot in like this in a way. Yep, just make sure it's sitting properly, and then we can kind of close this down. I believe we kind of put this in the same way we took it out. Alright, and that should be one of the lights done. Okay, so that is one of the lights in. So now let me test it. Okay, and you can see it's a lot brighter. It seems to be illuminating in this like white orangish color. Let me get in and sit down, and then we'll see what color that changes to. Oh, that's a pretty deep glowing orange. So it's kind of comparable to what I have going on right here, and it's a lot brighter than that side. That's pretty weak. You can see this side is like properly lit up. All right, so now I can move to the other side. I'm gonna have to use this little plastic trim tool to get it out, and then the metal pick tool to disassemble the light. Okay, so that's the full installation complete for both sides of the ambient lighting modules for the Footwell. They're a lot brighter than the OEM lights, especially in daytime. Even though I'm in the garage, I can still not even see the stock LED lights. Even these ones are on. You can't really tell until I put my finger up next to it to catch the light. But it does nicely match this. But what I did notice with my 2017 440i is that when I do change it to sport, it doesn't become blue. It becomes white, which is interesting because that's what they always used to be. This one goes off because it's kind of piggybacked to those lights. But let's say I open the door, then they become this kind of frosted white color, and especially if I turn off this, then they become blue. So I'm kind of confused. I'm alright with it, no complaints, but it's just like, I guess blue would have been nice to have while the car is on, but I guess some of the like wires and lighting for my car stock are kind of not wired correctly, causing this not to work when I set it to the sport mode. So this is just what's it called, this is just off, but it should be blue like the rest when it's set to the sport mode. but now it's just white in sport and orange in the normal one, which is exactly how OEM is. Now it's just a lot brighter. So it is nice to see, especially for the price I paid, which is about $3, and it took about like 15 minutes to DIY both sides. So I'd say it's worth it. I'll try to leave the link in the description box down below. And as always, thanks for watching, and hope you guys have a good day.